everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got the T-Bird, the T-Bucket from Hot Wheels. And this is one that I did a wheel swap on a while back, and I thought it made it look 100% better. I've been asked by some of the other guys to join the competition to do an Eddie Munster dragster. So we're out of a T-Bucket, so we're gonna do this one. Today is October 17th, and it was the Paint It Pink challenge. Guess what? It's pink. So we're going to start by not painting it pink. We're going to paint it a different color. So let's take it apart. While we do this, I'll give you a little background on Eddie Munster. He is Herman and Lily Munster, their son. And if any of you know about the TV show, you know Lily is a vampire and Herman is Frankenstein. But a lot of people don't know that Eddie is a werewolf. And the question comes up a lot, why is Eddie a werewolf when his mom's a vampire and his daddy's Frankenstein and his granddaddy is Dracula? Well, if you watch the show, you know that Lily has a brother who is a grifter, and he comes by when he needs something. He'll borrow money and stuff like that. Motor pops right out. It's made out of plastic. And he borrows money, and for a while there he owed Herman $5,000, which he eventually paid back. But Lily's brother is a full-on werewolf. He doesn't look like Eddie. He looks like a werewolf. He has hair all over his face and everything else. The interior is locked in from the back on the bottom. But anyway, the belief is that Dracula's wife, Lily's mom, and her brother's mom may have been a werewolf, and the genes were passed on to Eddie, who became a werewolf. So there's a little background on that. And then the windshield actually goes in from the top, and it hooks on a little clip inside there through that on the inside there. I don't know if you see that. Easy. So I hope you enjoyed that little bit of knowledge. We're going to keep the windshield the way it is. I am not sure about the interior, if I'm going to make any changes to it. I'm not good with interiors. We'll work on that. Here are the wheels. I did an axle tube on this one because the wheels wasn't quite long enough. And the front I just snapped in. So we're not going to do much with the base and the wheels. The wheels are going to stay there. We'll consider that a wheel swap anyway. The body, I'm not going to do much with the body except for paint it. We're going to drop this in the stripper, citrus strip. It's good stuff here you can get from Walmart. And we're going to strip it down, polish it up, and we're going to paint it kind of a metallic black. I think would look good. Kind of a casket black. Because I really don't know what color would be good for a werewolf anyway. But we're going to make this a werewolf themed car, kind of. Be nice if it had some fur I could put on the seats. That would be great for the interior, huh? Anyway, let's get this stripped. Alright, we got the body stripped, and as you can see, it come out great. I guess it was chrome plated before they painted it. So I don't need to polish it. So we're going to paint this kind of a metallic black. I think I'm going to go with kind of like what I put on my hearse. I'm going to get the stuff together to do that, and then we'll go ahead and paint it, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Instead of going with black, I found this particular color here, and I thought it was interesting. It kind of looks like, it's called rubbed oil bronze. And the first thing that popped into my head is it actually looks like a coffin, what you'd paint a coffin to be. So we went with that, or I went with that. And it has a certain type of a metal flake to it. I don't know if you can see that. So that's what I went with. I think it looks pretty good. So that's what we're going to go with. And now I'm trying to think, what could I do to make this more of an Eddie Munster car? And I got simple with it and decided to go with a werewolf theme. Can you see that? That's a tiny, tiny little, no, it's not a ladybug. It's a Wookiee face. Kind of looks like a werewolf. So I'm gonna put this on something to signify that it's a werewolf car. So only place I can think of would be on the front grille. So I'm gonna glue it right there to the front grille so that people see that it's a werewolf coming down the road. What do you think? Think that'll work? I think it'll work pretty good. I mean, I went through all kinds of ideas from, I was gonna go with a coach theme like the Munster Mobile and all that, and then I changed my mind and said, that's not really Eddie Munster style. He's a werewolf, so we need to have a werewolf theme. So putting a werewolf on the front of the motor would be cool. I also had the idea to like take some pipes, because you know the Munster coach has pipes coming up out of the engine like that, but that's intake, that's not exhaust. So the intake's way up in the air like that. So and if I do that, then I gotta chrome these, and I think I'm low on Molotov pins, so that wouldn't look very good anyway. So I've just decided to stick with the original motor and just put the werewolf face on it. I also even thought about putting the werewolf face on the back of the car, kind of like that. We'll see. We'll see what we come up with. I'm definitely putting the werewolf face on the front of the car though, but there'll be some other things to come. So let's reassemble this and see how she looks with the new paint job. Put our base back together here. I forget what I got these wheels off of. And on the front end, the motor, well, if I can talk today, is hollow. So if I put in a long screw like this one here, which allows me to tighten it up nice and tight and hold these wheels in place, because the body holds the front wheels on and the back wheels. See, it sticks up a little bit right there, and the motor's hollow, so it just snaps right on. The way this works is it's got a little hook in the front, so we got to stick that through the chassis first, and then push the back of the motor down and snap it into the cab of the car. And then the interior would just sit down in there like that, but the window has to go in first because it kind of gives the interior something to bite onto, like that. See? But before I do that, I want to go ahead and glue the werewolf face to the front of the car. Okay. I'm just going to stick a little dot of super glue. This is a new tube, so like that. I don't want to put too much. Have it go all over the place. Get it lined up. One One bad thing about the motor snapping in like that, it tends to move around a little bit. Okay, there's the werewolf face on the front of the car. A little super glue on the paint right there. That's what I was afraid of. But I needed to have it put together so that I could make sure I put the face in the right place. Ooh, the Wolfmobile. I think Eddie Munster's favorite toy was Wolfie, wasn't it? I'm going to take this back apart because the window actually won't go in unless it slides in from the bottom, and it's kind of tight, so I'm going to make sure I get it in there right and not damage it. Okay. Alright, windshield goes in from the bottom, it hooks up like that. And the interior goes and snaps, pressing against the windshield like that. And I got to thinking about it. Should have paint the interior. And I got thinking about it. Inside of a coffin is actually silk white. Most times it's not different colors, and it goes good with the rubbed oil bronze, so I decided not to paint it. So it has a satiny silk white interior to it, like a coffin. That's my thinking on it. I mean, you know, some people say, oh, you should have painted it black, or you should have painted it something. You know, I'm like, you're probably right, but that's my reasoning for not painting it. Like I said, I'm not good at painting interiors. See how big my fingers are? Very hard for me to handle a paintbrush. That, and I don't have a magnifier so that I can't look in and see what I'm doing. What do you think? Simple paint job, wheel swap, add a wolf head. Wish those tailpipes were a little bit brighter. But then again, you know, you look at it this way. They get hot. They shoot out flame. So they're going to be dull. So that's my thinking on it. What do you think? New wheels, new paint, werewolf face. Come on, Grandpa, let's go for a drag race. Better watch it, I'll get a copyright. Anyway, the T-Bucket Eddie Munster Dragster. With a Wookiee on the front. What's that movie? Private Eyes, Don Knotts, Tim Conway, a Wookiee. I just don't have a pig face. Could put a license plate on the back. I might have some other decals I can put on there. Let me see what I can do. Okay, I did a little something extra. Ain't much. I added some Landau bars to the back. You know, like from the old hearses, they call them Landau bars because it's based on Landau hearse. They had to fold up coach. So now it has a little detail on the body, so it kind of breaks it up a little bit. I was thinking about putting a number on the side. What do you think? I mean, it is a dragster, right? But dragsters don't usually have a number. They usually have call letters, I think, or something like that. But anyway, it makes it look like the top folds down, I guess. That's what I'm trying to get at. So you let me know. Do you think it needs a number or some decals on the side? I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Got a wolf in the front. Oh, Eddie Munster. Alright, guys. I want to thank you for watching. Also, don't forget to check out Diecast Graveyard and all the other guys participating in this build. This is the Eddie Munster dragster from a T-bucket. So, if you like this video, leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I noticed a lot of the people watching my videos today are not subscribed, so if you could subscribe, that would really help me out a lot. I appreciate it. Again, don't forget to tell your friends, share, and on that note, y'all have an awesome day. Thank you for watching.